Hey.
In the Ouachitas, we're cruising down the dirt road. We got pines, we got pines. $125.25. Richie and Rico.
It's on, baby.
And some Modelo.
I'm gonna open it for you.
In our little campsite. Ouachita hillside.
Picturesque breakfast.
So I'm in the Ouachita National Forest. Just finished some camping last night with a buddy. And before heading back to Little Rock, I'm going to do a little bit of trail running. One of my favorite things to do is on these old Forest Service roads through the forest. There's all these little side trails that jut out everywhere. Usually lead to some kind of dispersed camping site. They're popular with hunters. During hunting season, you see bunch of hunters occupying these spaces out here. So what I like to do is park on the main road and then explore down these side roads, and I'll document potential campsites in the future, and I'll try and put them on my map. So we're gonna start running down this guy. Didn't get far on this one, guys. So pretty immediately, this was not a trail, which is probably why it's not marked on the map, but this does give you an idea. That looks like a projector screen. So, somebody came out here and had a good watch party, probably for some football. But this gives you a good idea of these dispersed camping spots, because these are all over the National Forest. And you can camp here for free. And ideally, you don't leave trash when you come to one, but they almost always have trash, so help pick up trash. So I've been traveling down Road 207, going towards some of the main intersections in the Ouachita National Forest, and I'm between roads 133 and 132. And there's an unmarked road, or at least unnumbered on Google Maps, that I'm pulling over, and this looks like a straight shot to the east. I'm just gonna jog down this and see what I find. Kinda, you're out on these roads like this, sometimes you don't get the best views, but you don't also have to deal with all the brush overgrowth and ticks, which I had to deal with this last week. Came home after a jog on the Buckeye Trail that was very brushy and overgrown. I didn't think I'd have tick problems because it had been cold and we just had a big snowfall, but I had a tick problem. And I've been on antibiotics all week because of it. Mountain, the love story of Arkansas. What a cone. So this is what I love. Little turnoffs on the road like this. And that's Forked Mountain off in the distance. I'm on Trail 86. And my guess is that this will lead to a nice little camping spot in the middle of some pines. Maybe, yeah, with a little bit of a view of Forked Mountain. Not much. It's not what I was hoping for. And it's muddy up here. But you still have a pretty good view of this mountain ridge. And you're still a little off the main road, which is nice. And there's plenty of firewood. So I think I'm going to record this while on my map. All part of the fun. So this might be my full jog for the day. I'm going to cut down this road here, and then it connects with this trail that follows what looks like Prawn Creek, Crystal Prawn Creek. And it looks like I might get into some water crossings, but I'll be along the creek a lot of the way. So I'm interested in that. This is probably going to be the only thing I have time for to run today. This would normally be a decent little spot in the pines if it weren't for all the mud. But it is quite muddy. Going pretty deep into the flat side wilderness, which we're in an area that does not have any cell phone coverage. So if that irks you, I don't know that I'd try coming out here. But, so I reached where that fork in the road is. This also goes back to that main road that I came in on, which is of some kind. So this is the trail that's going to take me along the creek. I'm going to start heading this way, see what I find. Very common to run into these guys. Ooh, slick. So Couch Junction, I've got a choice that was not mapped here. This looks like the main trail. I'm going to veer off on this one for a little bit because I think this goes down to the creek. It is dense and a little soggy through here, but a little Bigfooty. Whoa! Something just jumped at me. So I don't really want to get my feet wet today, but this trail also continues over there. To find, oh, this one's going to be tricky. Oh, it moved a little bit. It's going to be harder on the way back. I think I'm getting to a bigger creek. It looks like I'm on a creek bed most of it's already a little dry. But Ouachita rocks. It's part of the reason why I do this. This is all flowing west towards Fork Mountain. So I think this is the end of that little side trail that I tried going down, so I'm gonna head on back. Probably go ahead and extend out that other one. I think this is Crystal Prawn Creek, so that main trail is gonna hit this a little further up creek. So far, this road has been somewhat navigable. We've come to where it's about to get into a little bit steeper elevation drop down to the creek, and there is a camp spot right here. So other than that big mud rut, haven't noticed too much, but it looks like right down here we might get into something that is too narrow for a car to get through. Yep. So this is the end of the driving road. There's actually a sign up here. Let's see what it says. It looks like we can continue hiking and running, but I don't think that I want to get that deep into it today. So this must be the boundary of flatside wilderness. So there's no motorized vehicles allowed. So if you're just backpacking and wanted to do some bushwhacking, this would probably be an okay spot for that. But it's not what we're doing today. So back to the top. This was probably a half a mile to get here from where Couch Junction was. So that means this entire trail, maybe a mile. So I might have gotten 2 miles out of this road. Back at the main road. More cool rock formations. That's Trail 86 to the west. Trail 86 back towards my car. And what's this? I gotta check it out, guys. You can't say no. Uphill. Yeah. I'm gonna turn this off so you don't hear me huffing. Still on that same trail. This is on Google Maps, and what I'm hoping is that it winds up the hillside a little bit and eventually has a pretty good view of Fork Mountain as a camp spot. So I'm gonna keep going, knowing that my wife is waiting on me to be back right now. Sorry, honey, I love you, but I gotta see this spot. There's a little one in mud. So it might get harder to navigate by car up here. Ooh. Oh yeah. So doable, but get some pretty deep ruts here. This is probably why that fire pit was right down there and not up here. But so far, I think this is still passable on the truck. This, the middle might scrape, unless you've got a lift of a couple inches, which I need. So I'm actually on a ridge, and I'm about a little more than halfway what appears to be the end of this trail. I'm pretty sure I'm on a ridge because I had a valley on my right and my left. I just went through a narrow spot that was really rocky, but still passable, and it appears to actually be opening up a little bit more now. I got gypped, except other than a good run, this is all I got. Turn around, cul-de-sac, wash a sacked. I got hit by the Ouachita pounder. Now I gotta go answer my wife while I'm gonna be an hour late getting home. But at least now I know. It was a nice jog, and it is cool to have kind of a valley on either side of me. But I was really hoping for a cleared out area with a view of Forked Mountain right there, and I didn't get it. So I'm going back to the car. No more detours. Well, that was a fun little detour. Picked me up maybe another mile and a half to my day. So back to the main road. Can't say that I found an amazing spot today, but that's okay. Still just nice being out here and exploring and getting some exercise while you do it in some pretty incredible countryside. I'm beat. I've probably got boogers in my nose. I almost broke my camera and got run off the road at the same time. But I made it back to my truck.